Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to your special amateur weeklies with the TAWS America 103. Hope you will enjoy it as we've already moving on to the top 8. So we have here with Tiny Awesome Claw and somebody SC against each other with Kiwis and Variably Right on the other match. On the loser bracket, we have Lyras and Triple T-Spin with Redhead and Flipposaurus. First, moving on will be Kiwis and Variably Right. Somebody SC won the last toss, so I think he will have a chance against Tiny Awesome Claw. There's nothing solid though. That'll make yep. The gap is 1000 TR with Variably Right against Kiwis. This is a very look at the stats we can see. APM is kind of close, but PPS and versus score feels like very highly favorable for Variably Right. But everything can happen. Always down for upsets in this toss after all. So it looks like the warm-up has already started. Let's see who has the warm-up here. Variable I start with STPC spin while Kiwis are doing the normal PKI. Variable has a lot of ease here. Gonna clean it, but he's kinda taking his time with the board. But an O-miss drop here, probably fixable. Get down to hit first well, while Kiwi is a little bit messy. And yep, that's game for Variably Right. It's the first warm-up. Really, I think this is gonna be a very close set because they can both send solid attacks. So the match will begin. Good luck to all the contestants. Normal 9-0 stack here coming from very right. TCO. Then following with TKI from Kiwi. But that doesn't look like he's knowing what he's doing. Variable down stacking. Get down very fast with his garbage well. Kiwi having a bit of clean garbage here. Getting his board low. Kiwi's not going for the T-spin there, but he's not gonna survive. The damage too big. First match for very right. 9-0 start is not common here. But an O start, another STPC spin here. Kiwi misdrops, but is fixable. While very right has clean garbage and be able to down stack. But Kiwi misdrop the eyes here. Blocked his wells, but fix it. Garbage is very clean for Kiwi. If he can put on a very big spike, but he blocked it. Very solid here. Trying to damaging each other with bots and T-spins. It looks like Kiwi is gonna fail. DT cannon here from Kiwi. Another 9-0 stacking for Gravity, right? It is very clean garbage for very pretty right time. Put it down for another T-spin. Kiwi also have a T-spin, but he does not go for it. Doesn't go. Very clean garbage here, but can he survive? Very good down stack. Uses the T. Variably right, still going for a 9-0 here. But very high speed with 2 PPS. Can he outspeed Kiwis? But no, he misdropped the S piece. That's the first round for Kiwis. Very messy board here, very big right. Misdrops a lot. But it seems like he can fix it. While Kiwis also having a very clean stack. Very almost a misdrops from Kiwis. He's trying to do STSD here. Surge break. A very clean garbage spot. But variably right is really low on the board here. They're not gonna die anytime soon. Minor damage from both players. Huge spikes here. But Kiwis have an attack lined up. While Very Bright is not. He's able to downstack it. Very fast decisions here. But this is a rather bad board. He's not able to get down enough. There's not a suitable pieces. Kiwis looks like are getting 2 rounds back. Another STPC spin. 2.5 PPS coming from variably right. But very clean garbage here. Kiwi's misdropped the 9 piece, but still has the attacks. It's very clean, but now it's a bit easy. He misdropped it. But it is fixable. He downstacks. Another game for be right. Looks like Kiwis couldn't take all of that damage. Another 9-0. Very high speed, almost 3 PPS. But he misdropped. He misdropped the L piece. That looks like a donation. Not to go for the T-spin, instead down stack and get to the bottom. The garbage is very clean. But it's down stack, but it doesn't. Another huge attack here. He seems unfazed. They're trying to build up, but he blocks it well. A color clear for Kiwis. And a huge down stack that takes out variably right. As I said, it's a very close set. Now the STPC sin with DKI. He misdropped the I piece. That's a very bad misdrop. That's not gonna be fixable. Match point for variably right. And Kiwis pulls it to tiebreaker. Or is it game for variably right? PCO here coming from Kiwis. Almost a TPC. Another I misdrop here. It's gonna go with the 9-0. Variably right is rather too high from with the board. Cannot able to downstack it. And our first top 8 match of the day getting tiebreaker. Very good back for variably right as it goes for the STPC spin. Kiwis here goes for the 6 spin here. That's the first time in this set. Goes for a 6 spin. Very huge spike. A T-spin. Donation. Very nice. But very right with 2.16 PPS here. It's not gonna go down anytime soon. Very nice down stack here. With huge garbage 13 spike. That's not gonna kill, but the S piece misdropped. It's gonna be fixed. Now the O piece is misdropped. And that cost Kiwis the game. And our first top 4 is variable right. Very good set from both players here. Very similar stats, but variably right seems to have a better game compared to Kiwis. They had the upper hand with 2 rounds for starters, and it just go on and wins the game. Kiwis have resisted by pulling the tiebreaker, but after all, the game is for the variably right. Sorry. GG for both players. Move on to our next match here. We have Tiny Awesome Boss versus somebody ST. previous TAWS, TAWS America 102, somebody I see is the winner. Against Avila with a very tight set of 7-6. Can he protect his title? Or are you gonna lose to Tiny Awesome Claw and to climb back from loser brackets? Both that. Okay, so see here, Tiny Awesome Claw has higher TRs. They're both SS. Are very pretty much sir. So once this it is gonna be a pretty close set. Tiny Awesome Claw is a little bit higher, more favorable. Looks like they're warm up. Let's the warm up. I missed drop here. Somebody has T. Immediately making the board really bad. Spin. I missed dropped. Fixed. Spots. But the board is really high for tiny awesome claws. Actually, they're both being on top of the board right now. And tiny awesome claw down stacks. .2 warm up. And it up. So the match has already begun. Let's see who will be the winner. The last match of the winner bracket. Dinosaur Paw, those with PCO, those was spinning mode. Some ST going for the X version of STC spin, but it is too very quick match as Dinosaur Paw take the first round. Now the STPC extended here coming from the ST. And some damage of the SPs. He's able to downstack it, but if he doesn't do it quickly, he's gonna top out. Somebody else needed take one back. This is not a good for spin, so somebody SC going for the C spin. MS2 here. Dinosaur Claw going to 6-3. But he missed off the L piece. Now it's leaving with a very hard to clear board. He cleans it and he has to hit well. He gets and very huge down stack with a clean garbage. Winning 10 awesome call. One more. Another MS PSC. Very nice. Contact here. We have reached his clean garbage. But somebody SC. There's too much hesitation on his moves. A little bit of cheese, but there will be no actual damage. Basically, he's already too high on the board. Reach IP on time. Double IP. Clean hit board. Quickly. Now he gets down. While Tiny awesome claw. Miss dropping a lot. And fix it rather quickly before some actual damage came. Somebody SC. Still trying to downstack. The attack is too much. Tiny also takes the lead. Spin here. A very interesting attack from Tiny off. quickly of it. Somebody sees now has a very clean stack. But I know some claw. They start attacking real quickly. Going for the T-spin instead of the Tetris. But somebody SC turn high up. They're both stacking very quickly. Uses the eyepiece. That's a really great decision. As I know claw bring us to the match. A lot of both players. But yeah, let's see here. Bit ineffective. I guess it does about very clean garbage. Here. Daniel some falls. Stacking very. Somebody at T. To burst his search. Nice size. Stack. Goes for the T-spin with following a touch. Stacking real fast with Daniel some claw. Stacking for too much garbage and then pop out. Somebody SC gonna have another round to turn this over, but he may drop the S piece, and maybe he can fix it, but that's over for him. It's for Tennis Claw, a fatal mistake. Really nice game come from. Very fast. It is also having similar AP. Very close, but it is slower. Therefore, lost the game. Moreover, somebody else also misdropped a lot. That Is it better for you? Is it okay? Let me see if next match is first match of the loser bracket versus triple Ethan. Yep. Versus Lyris. And see if who is gonna face somebody SC in the quarterfinals of the losers bracket. We have triple T-spin. So, look at the stats here. Laras is, once again, with higher DR. We're both S+. Very, very huge APM gap here. Laras, but Triple T Spin has much faster speed. Going with 1.91 PPS with only 48.3 APM and 101.93 versus score. Laras is rather slower but much more efficient. This is gonna be a match about speed versus efficiency. Laras as presented in the zone. You see? There's now there may be a bit of delay coming from Laras. Hello Terrence. Is the loser bracket of top 8 of TAWS America 103. Hope you enjoy the show. Looks like the warm-up for both players has begun. Let's see here. T-Spin going with the 6-3 stacking. Sliders with PCO, but not PC. Now stack immediately. While T-Spin is rather building up a little bit here. Waiting for a forward. I assume. He has a lot of keys on Lara's board, but he's very low on the board, so he has the time. He does have, but he uses the TAWS Elijah's out. First, the warm up is for Triple T Spin. He's very fast. 204 PPS. Let's see who's the winner of the whole set. So again, Triple T Spin is really fast. The Laras have to play efficient to win. But Triple T Spin is overwhelmed by speed. The voice is cutting, right? Yes. I think it's fine. Okay. Is it? Is it fine? Okay, so we're gonna get to the match. What time? Now, let's start the match of Triple T Spin and Laras. Versus Stephen. Cannon coming from it is a T-Spin, Triple T-Spin. Just offhand, being off the board. Triple T-Spin to his clean garbage and is now stacking. Having a little bit of problem here, but that's nothing. Goes for 6 minutes before the clock. With another T-Spin with Ledress trying to toss it. He's still on top of the board, but that's not gonna happen. Let's triple T-spin. Got the first round. And the DT cannon here this time. Triple T-spin. Also got the spin here. On the other side, Lapras is trying to it really high on the board here. Lapras he managed to slip in an piece for a pawn. Deal some damage, but that is better. Can he fit that in? Maybe there's a chance he does. Really good play, but that T piece is it's gonna cut him this much. Already now he can't prospect it. He really it's doing with the piece, the early piece. Uses the eye to clear a little bit, but Triple T-spin has his own attack that is ready to here. That is too much. G6 here versus 6 spin once again. Right. Just reaching its spin rush, but also Triple T-spin here. They're very close, man. Is he gonna put in the No, that is not enough for Triple T-spin. Lapras gonna win another 2 rounds. G6, but the ultimate Triple T-spin to in the his edge. Takes the temporary lead here. T-spin, probably still going for the 6-3. Just with the 6 spin. Very good setup for Surge here. T-spin. And then this is taking too long. Let's do an L spin. Yeah, they cut it off and doing for against the Triple T-spin. Reaches his clean garbage. Looking for T-spin with this huge garbage that will not trouble the surface here. Okay, going for the really happy and the T-spin here probably gonna bring us to match point. Hello Avila. Welcome to the TAWS America. Triple T-spin trying to keep the board low here. Nice. Lazarus going for the 6-3 stacking. Triple T-spin building up a little. He hesitated not a good sign. He had his board really, but he does sax it. It was a very bad board. Now he's gonna try to get low. Whereas here, trying to clean the top part first, but doesn't have enough time and pieces. Triple T spin gonna prevent this game going into Lyra's hand. Now the TT versus a mid spin. It's a huge damage, but Lyra's is stacking. It's not too much. Surviving to the clean, green. The Z spin is to one more. For the spin, I think a little bit lower. For the downside here, he blocks his own coverage well. A bit of a cleanup. The first refuses to talk about what Triple C is having his board really clean. He wasted these. Another mid drop. But Lyra's managed to spin the Tetris. But it's not a T-spin. Very close match. Lyra's trying to win the game. While Triple T-spin are trying to bring it to tiebreaker. Really high up. From the trying to toss that here. This is not to win for the T-piece. That is probably too much for Lyra's to tank. And that is breaker. This is the second breaker of America 103.8. That was going for 6 spin here. Triple T spin a little bit of time to go on the spin here. Taking a lot of time. This is uncomfortable, but the cover is easy into the cover is well. And it is really hard. And Triple T spin turns the game around. Very close match from both players. You can see that Triple T spin is slightly, just slightly faster for Lazarus. Lazarus has greater APM and versus score, but gets overwhelmed by Triple T spin speed and lost the game to their hand. Very close match from leading to losing. Very close. Not a tiebreaker. GG's. First match for us is Stone versus Glyphosaurus. Glyphosaurus getting to top 8 here. It's Redhead versus Glyphosaurus. They're both. They won their previous match both with 5-1, or 5-1 and 5-2 to get to top 8 of the loser bracket. It's gonna be a good match. Both players are in the room. Yes, this is so we can see here, Flipposaurus has this is huge gap. Really huge gap from Redhead and Flipposaurus. With pretty much really faster, higher APM and also higher versus score. 60 differences in versus score. This is a rather tough match for Flipposaurus. Probably he's gonna last 1 round or 2, but I think Redhead is gonna claim this win here. Go. And I think Redhead is good, just by looking at the stats here. Flipposaurus is gonna face with a really tough opponent. So it looks like there's no warm-up from both contestants. So straight to the game. Yes, and it will begin. Let's see if Flipposaurus can get any game from Redhead. TCO here. DT cannon from Redhead, but that is a misdrop that is fixed it, but that will not complete the decent double. Redhead here, going for 9-0. Flipposaurus is rather down stacking while trying to spend some time building up and sending damage here, but he got the surge. Redhead is really fast. Flipposaurus used an eyepiece and now he blocked his well. He misdropped the eyepiece, but now he gets to fix it. Really huge speed here from Redhead. You can see that Flipposaurus is clearly overwhelmed. Another misdropped, I think. That is fixed. It's not a big problem here. But Flipposaurus going for the SDPC spin is rather slow. He got to the green garbage. That is very huge, but not enough to top Redhead out. And he has his own garbage, his own stack. A T-spin waiting from Flipposaurus. But now, he wins a round back. Really nice play from Flipposaurus. And here, going again, running for the DT cannon here. Flipposaurus take quite a lot of time building the SCPC spin, and that will give Redhead the game. DT cannon spam is, I guess, a thing good. Another 4 white here coming from Redhead. He can excuse it. That is very huge cheese from Redhead. And that might be the end of this round for Flipposaurus. I'm sorry, Flipposaurus. CKI here, coming from Redhead. Let's turn into a LSD. But that is Mitch drop from Flipposaurus. But that is now another clean board, very accessible garbage. He just needs to calm down with double quad here. But that will not be enough. He'll need something big. Need something deals more damage here. Another quad with a T-spin single. That is rather not really valid choices. We got to his stack now, and now the clean garbage is presented. He needs to be careful. That Redhead is also get to the clean garbage here, and really nice down stack. Flipposaurus is also on top of the board trying to down stack, but he cannot get down. Redhead leading us to the match point. DT cannon with no Z spin. Meanwhile, Flipposaurus taking quite a lot of time. He still managed to down stack. Flipposaurus have a little bit of cheese, but he's pretty sure he can able to get down. But that's a misdrop. That's gonna cost him the game. But hold on, he still gets down. But that's another misdrop immediately after getting down. And that is game for Redhead. Very bad misdrops from Flipposaurus. Looking at the stats here, you can see that Redhead is much faster than Flipposaurus, with almost 1 PPS difference. Very good game for both Redhead and Flipposaurus. When Redhead secured the win and Flipposaurus has gained 1 round, so that there's no sweep for Redhead. GG. Next match is Sunday SC versus Triple T Spin. This is the loser quarterfinals. So I have to win this set in order to advance. The loser will get out of the tournament. You can see its stats here. They look rather the same, but somebody SD has huge APM and versus score. 152 versus score versus 101. 78 APM versus 48. This is once again a really tough match for Triple T Spin here. Somebody SC will win this game, but let's see if how many rounds it takes him to. They're technically the same speed, so Triple T Spin cannot overwhelm his opening opponent by speed anymore. On the other hand, the SD kind of relying too much on his SDPC extended. So this will probably takes more than 5 rounds for somebody SC to win the game. Looks like Triple T Spin is taking quite a bit of time. I have a little wait here. And it looks like the warm-up is gonna start now. Let's see. Triple T-spin. Immediately with the Z misdropped. Now somebody SC with his STPC extended. Triple T spin trying to down stack here. But seems like the network connection problem. It's kinda, that is very huge damage. And somebody ST takes the win of this warm-up. STPC extended is something else. So see, really fast, but he was not doing anything in the first few seconds of the round. So his PPS is, his stat is quite slow. It's 1.37 PPS. Somebody has see showing at the time, and looks like the match is already begun. As see who's the winner. Somebody has see with his opener. Well, triple C spin does a triple T spin triple that clears nothing, and his board is unfixable. Somebody SC with the huge spike gets the first round. Somebody SC going very fast here. Triple C spin trying to catch up. But his 60 will not be having enough damage, and he tops out once more. Triple C spin still dedicated with his 6-3 stacking. Somebody SC going for the PC here, but that will not be enough for the DPC. However, he's still stacking on top of the garbage. That is really dangerous, but he got to the garbage well. Somebody SC is clearly having internet connection, or that's just me. Oh, he's just trolling. He's not playing at all. Somebody SC got the down stack. It looks like all the time being giving, but Triple T spin cannot deal enough damage. And it is now, as somebody SC have quite a late eyepiece. Triple T spin get the first win. Still going with the 60 second. Somebody SC going for the C spin. I mean the MSU here. Get to the perfect clear. He's now trying to do the DPC, but that is not enough speed. He goes for the STPC spin on top of the garbage. Doesn't want to clear the garbage, and that is more than enough to take Triple T spin out. Somebody SC once more going with the MSU, while Triple T spin is going for the 9-0 this time, but that is a misdrop. Still gets to his own garbage with a small T-spin. Gets his own garbage. Well, send a quad, a T-spin triple, but that will get to nowhere. And he's now once again very high on top of the board. A T-spin, but the L DJ has already blocked the well here. Gets it. Got a little bit of spade on his own. Trying to downstack and he's able to downstack. Get to the clean garbage. Send a bit of pots. Somebody SC have a very clean garbage here. He decided to stack up a little bit and wait for triple C-pin to send garbage. Triple quads coming from somebody SD, and that is more than enough to win him the game. He takes us to match point already. Is there any way for triple T-spin to turn this one around? This is another win for somebody SD. Waiting for the MS2. Waiting for a little bit longer here from somebody SD. Trying to see. A small combo downstack from triple T-spin. He misdropped the IPs. Oh, it's just a setup. And now a quads. Wasted IPs. For triple T-spin is nowhere near danger here. But he will be soon. As somebody sends the surge. And that's game. Very nice game from somebody SC. Not as fast as we thought, but still a very nice game. Very huge efficiency and attacking. But triple T-spin is sticking with his 6-3 stacking and 9-0 stacking. That can only get him one game. At least there is no sweep yet. Get to last match of the loser quarterfinals, I think. It's Kiwi against Redhead. At this point we already have 2 games that is 5-1, but unfortunately no speed. And looks like I've missed the warm-up, but no worries because I'm here now. Everybody. Looking at the stats here, pretty much similar stats. Kiwis have higher TR, but he's lower on every stats. While Redhead is kind of a bit favorable in this set. Just by looking at the TR, I think Kiwis will win, but now that having its stats here, I think this will be another tough match. Another close match. And it looks like our game has begun. Redhead with a DT cannon here, but Kiwis trying to do the TCO, but failed. Now he's on top of the board, but it is fairly easy to clean down unless he did. There's a really bad move from Kiwis that cost it in the first round. Kiwis going for the 6-spin here. Redhead already done the DT cannon. The 6-spin of Kiwis has really high damage here. Kiwis with double quads that takes Redhead out. In my opinion, 6-spin is the best opener, no cap. Another 6-spin versus TT. Kiwis misdropped a Z-piece and then misheld an S-piece. And that's the second round for Redhead. Not a good back for, but he misheld. Now he has to clean up his board from the very beginning. Another misdrop. He gets to his clean garbage well. Very quickly. Very good spike coming from Kiwis. Redhead waiting for the eyepiece. He's trying to downstack. Both player are trying to downstack here, but Redhead seems to have lower board, and that may be the advantage. Just enough. He will send a test hit. Gets his clean garbage. Trying his best to downstack. Going for a T-spin single. Will be enough to take Kiwis down. Redhead very clean stack here. Double quad. That will guarantee he wins the game. Redhead one game away from match point. A misdraw from Kiwi. That is fixable. And now he has access to his clean garbage. Redhead is really high up on the board here. And a down stack. But that's not enough for him, is it? Links onto the board, but that's not enough. Kiwis take one more. Rather a good game coming from both players. See that Kiwis really tried to get the tiebreaker, but it's rather slow. Slower than Redhead, and is unable to get to the pieces that that are needed to downstack in the final moment, and that makes Redhead win the game. Now, now it's Tiny Awesome Claw versus Variably Right. Winner final. Look at the stats here. Variably Right is a little bit higher in TR, but his APM and versus score is lower. Hand in hand, he is quite faster with a slight difference of 0.03, 0.06 DPS. So this will be, and I know it will be a tight match. It looks like the warm-up has begun. See if this really is a tough match or not. Tiny has some calls. I try to keep the board low at the very start of the match, while Variably Right is not moving at all. He disconnected. Then he reconnected. DC to out F4 cannon. Guys, stop getting creative on this. Yep, so we're not gonna get another warm-up, as we will immediately dive into the FT5 of TAWS winner bracket finals. Daniel Sumpal going with the STPC spin here, while Variably Right struggles to fit the eyepiece into places. I have time to down stack. He had to. Neil some claw. A small surge bursted. A lot of keys in variety right board. While on the other hand, Tiny Awesome Claw has very clean stack and a very low board. Variably right, trying not to top out here. He's getting down onto his clean garbage, but he's pushed on top one more. Say what he got down. A small T-spin. My Tiny Awesome Claw is now pushed up again. Very good spike. Nice search. Self-search with huge spike. And that is the first round for Tiny Awesome Claw. What a game. Like STPC spin from both players here. See who executed it first. Tiny Awesome Claw got it first, but Variably Right cancels the garbage. Now both players are going for the search. Variably Right popped it first. Tiny Awesome Claw did it right after. Now they're trying to send attacks that will top out the opponent. Not a double quad, and that will not do enough damage either. Variably Right stacking up onto his garbage. But Tiny Awesome Claw misdropped the L piece. Trying to have a little bit of damage before down stacking here. Get to his own garbage as well. A very tight match here. Hitting a T-spin triple, but only managed to get a double from it. Tiny Awesome Claw, despite having higher speed, failed to downstack. Looks like TKI coming from Tiny Awesome Claws now. Variably Right still stick with the SDPC spin. It proves that it is better. Tiny Awesome Claw still doesn't have enough speed and time. Tiny Awesome Claw misdropped the T piece. That is fixable. Another misdrop here. That will cost him time. Reach down, but the garbage well is blocked, and that's not gonna have the win, the down stack for Tiny Awesome Claw. Variably Right is having a really good game right now. Going for the 9-0. While Tiny Awesome Claw having misdropped. That is fixed really quickly. Going for a T-spin build, Variably Right down stacking, getting to his clean garbage well. First did the surge from Tiny Awesome Claw here. Variably Right down stack, really good. Doing a little CC4. The down stack. Both player. Tiny Awesome Claw is having a really clean stack. A T-spin. But the IS misdropped. That will cost him the game. Variably Right getting us to match point already. Another 9-0 here from Variably Right. Tiny Awesome Claw goes for the 60 stacking. 3 stacking. That's a really clean garbage. For the back-to-back here. 4 back-to-back. Variably Right first hits the surge first. But Tiny Awesome Claw slings into it. 7 back-to-back. Egg back-to-back and burst it immediately. But there's not enough damage to top Variably Right out. Variably Right slowly down stacking through all the pieces. Getting down to his the bottom of his board. Variably Right have a really nice garbage, but now it has a little much cheese. Tiny Awesome Claw blocks his own wells, and it's game for Variably Right. 5-1. This is not what I expected. Tiny Awesome Claw having higher APM and PPS, but he misdropped and having not really wise decisions of down stacking. It's rather fair game for Variably Right, and he will get to the grand final, while Variably Right, while Tiny Awesome Claw has to go down to the losers final, and waiting for the winner of our next match, which is Somebody SC versus Redhead. Let us look at the stats here. It's Somebody ST is looking just a little bit higher in the APM, and every other thing is just lower. This might be a close match. looks like there will be a warm-up. Players Redhead and somebody ST. The warm-up is beginning now. Somebody SC going with the STPC stacking extended, while Redhead misdropped it and now going for a normal stacking. But somebody SC suddenly misdropped everything and is topped out. That is a very interesting result. And now that I have seen this warm-up, I couldn't tell anything about this match. And now, our match determines who will get into the loser brackets finals begins. Somebody has C here, going for STPC extended. Redhead is doing the LSC. But that is a very huge spike and quickly top Redhead out. Somebody SC is really thriving with his STPC extended here, with almost 4 PPS in building it. Redhead trying to downstack, has a very clean garbage. Somebody SC with the T-spin triple, but that is still not enough to get to his own clean well of garbage, but somebody SC suddenly stopped. It's taking too long to think. Now Redhead do a T-spin 0. Block it his own garbage. Redhead trying to do something here. Having minor clean. But that is not good. Somebody has sent a huge spike. It is still TKI versus STPC extended. But almost 4 PPS coming from somebody ST, but that T is almost misdropped. That is huge spike and a good downstack. That gets Redhead on top of the board. He's already trying to build it down and succeeded. But now he has to clean the mistake he's made. There's no time for that. Somebody SC going 3-0. But every round from somebody SC is STPC extended. Very huge spike, 20 spike average. But Redhead is able to get down. Go in with a few attacks here. Waiting for somebody SC to send their... That is a weird stack rather. He tops out. Match points for somebody SC. Will there be the first sweep in TAWS America 103? Redhead going with the LSC here. Somebody SC is still the same SCPC extended. He executed it, and Redhead goes misdrop everything, and we have game for somebody SC, the first sweep of TAWS 1 in the loser bracket semi-finals. Very great game from somebody SC. Let's see here. Huge stat. 112.79 APM here. 207 versus score. A huge speed of 2.26 PPS. He takes the whole game. Redhead. First week. Have to get to semi-finals of loser bracket to get it. And we swept 99 times. One more sweep and we get to 100 times. Now it's the loser finals. Tiny Awesome Claw versus somebody ST. Judging from somebody SC's previous game that just happened, I think that Tiny Awesome Claw will have a very hard time fighting this guy. Let's look at the stats now. Somebody SC is Tiny Awesome Claw has superior stats, but only very high TR. 1300 TR higher, but the stats are similar, quite similar. Tiny Awesome Claw we have a real hard time finding somebody SC. That's what I'm assuming. Like the warm-up. Let us see if somebody SC will get this warm-up or Tiny Awesome Claw will win. Starting with the TKI, but misdropped. Somebody SC is still building his STPC extended. He's about to drop it. Very huge spike, 22 spike here. Tiny Awesome Claw down stacks. It seems like unable to get down on time. And he has to block his own well to do some damage here. Last game. Looks like the STPC extended is really packing a punch. Game begins. Misty still going with his own opener. Well, Tiny Awesome Claws seem to do nothing. He's been waiting for the garbage, but that is quite a little bit of wasted time. Now he has to down stack with 8 surge difference. On the other board, that might be more than enough. That's not it. Tiny Awesome Claw still down stacking. He gets his well. That just didn't kill at all. And now somebody SC has suffered some cheese. Color clear from somebody SC. And now Tiny Awesome Claw is building surge again. First is a 7 surge and probably that's enough. Is it? It is not. Somebody SC finally tops out. Daniel Claw going for the DCO. That's not it. Somebody SC is taking quite a lot of time to think here. That eye will going nowhere, and now he blocked his own well. That will be open in no time. Penny Awesome Claw on the other side. Also misdropped a lot. Fixed it. Now be able to sending damages. They're really trying to not top out here while dealing damage, but really huge downside from Tiny Awesome Claw. Flip side 28 spike, but somebody SC tanked it and sent back with another down stack, setting Tiny Awesome Claw on top of the board with down stacks down. This been another down stack that sends 11 spike. A really close game from both players. Somebody SC sent a combo. Tiny Awesome Claw seems unfazed and keep building up here. Trying to do a G spin that will make a hole in his own stack. Has to clear it, but that's a misdrop. There's no actual damage coming from somebody SC to actually to really top out Tiny Awesome Claw. This game is nowhere near ending as both players having really clean stack. Somebody SC is taking a lot of time, but he down stacks. It's getting to 3 minutes now. And there is no winner. First is sent. Another huge spike, but it's dangerous for Tiny. He misdropped. And somebody SC takes another game. The first game. Really tough match, really tight. Now somebody SC building SDPC extended. Tiny Awesome Claw also beating SDPC extended, but seems like it's not enough time, so he cancels it. Two quads, but somebody SC has surged, but it is bursted. Now for the SCSZ, that is enough damage to top somebody SC out. He misdropped on top of his board and had to lose. Taking really much time and really higher from somebody SC, but the garbage is really clean. The down stack and really huge spike. Really unfortunate for Tiny Awesome Claw. If he doesn't misdrop, he has survived. Really tight match. 2-2. SDPC spin from both players. Go for the triple T spin. Somebody SC setting huge spike once more, but the garbage is really favorable. Tiny Awesome Claw able to down stack, while Somebody SD has really clean garbage. Tiny Awesome Claw has to skim off a little bit of their board. Is able to down stack, but Somebody SD doesn't stop sending. The pressure is still there. Tiny Awesome Claw building the T-spin triple here, trying to spin the eyepiece into place. It doesn't work. And Somebody SD reach for the lead. It's bigger rock wins, so true. Somebody SD with again. But he misheld. Now if he can still build the SDPC spin, what the hell? Huge spike coming from Somebody SD, but Tiny Awesome Claw survives versus his own surge. I think TSC. Blocking his own stack to down stack. Now getting to his garbage. There's a lot of cheese, but not a problem. Misdrop the knife. That will probably it. Somebody SD is really high up. He gets to his own garbage. Send a lot of. They're still clinging to the match. Nobody is accepting defeat. I think that they can take on the others. That's a misdraw from Tiny Awesome Claw. But that is rather another route than a misdrop. Somebody SD dealing damage, but none of it is enough to top out Tiny Awesome Claw. Huge damage here, 14 spike. Tiny Awesome Claw on top of the board, he's infusing. That's another game for Somebody SD. It's match point already. Tiny Awesome Claws cannot survive the pressure. 4-2 already. Tiny Awesome Claw taking quite a lot of time to build the SCPC spin here. But that's Somebody SD able to down stack a little bit, get to his own garbage well. But Tiny Awesome Claw misdrop, and he cannot down stack. His game for Somebody SD. And Somebody SD will get to the grand final versus really good game from Somebody SD. To see that really high APM, 83 APM versus Tiny with 77. His SDPC extended really deal a lot of damage. It's sure that maybe Somebody SC will bring us to bracket reset. His opener is really hard to counter, and in fact that this is the rematch of the winner semis, and Somebody SC really took the revenge on Tiny Awesome Claw. Now it's Somebody SC versus Variably Right. finals of TAWS America 103. Variably right versus Somebody ST. Still looking at the stats here, Somebody ST still has higher APM than Variably right. He has higher APM than almost everyone in the tournament. But Variably right is having 1k TR higher than Somebody ST. And also versus score, even though it's just one point higher. This will be a tight match again. And I hope that it will not be 5-1 or something like that. Yep, and there seems like the warm-up has begun. Somebody ST going with the TKI this game. Not his STPC extended anymore. While Variably right down stacking. Stacking up. But that's a misdrop. It's a misdrop from Variably right. He has to burst his surge early. And his stack is now in weird state. Yep, that's game for Somebody ST. I'm not in charge of the betting poll. I'm sorry. And the grand finals for TAWS America 103 begins. Let's see who will comes out victory. Somebody SC here refuses to do his chooses to do his SCPC spin, but variably right misdropped. Very soon. Twice. Early stage of the match. He has to downstack, skim off his build. Somebody SC here. Sending a little bit of cheese. Variably right again might be misdropping quite a lot. And really huge garbage coming from somebody SC, but that's not enough. Yeah, downstacking variably right, but somebody SC survives with his own clean garbage. Sending a lot of clean garbage from variably right. If somebody SC can reach it, that'll be a huge spike for variably right. Reaches it, but there's no eyepiece. He has to downstack. Looks like there's no pieces enough for him to downstack it, as variably right takes the first round. (9-0) versus MS2 here, and it's a PC. Variably right survives it. Now the PC, and he cannot. Now somebody SC is building the SDPC extended and sending 9, having 9 back to back. He doesn't have to send it. Gets 1 back. PR is fake. Somebody SC waiting for gravity to do its job. An O misdrop here. Probably will not have to burst the search early. The stack is still very clean. Now have to downstack variably right. On the other hand, having really clean board, is able to cancel almost every attack coming from somebody SC. Somebody SC trying to clean down his own stack. Some variably right reaching his own garbage first, but the same here with somebody SC. But that's not fast enough. Somebody SC is too slow for variably right. Somebody SC now with the SCPC extended, while variably right with the SCPC spin here. Somebody SC already prepared. Exert bursted immediately, but that's not enough. They're taking their time here, trying to downstack and reducing as much misdrops as possible. Somebody SC having a really clean garbage. God. Drop every eyepiece he finds in there. Nice to have access to another clean garbage. He turns to some cheese if he doesn't cancel. Takes too much time to think. Pushes him on top of the board. Able to downstack. But variably right is cleaning his own garbage. Reaching his well. That's both players are playing really well here. SC finally getting down on the bottom of his board. A variety right is stacking up a little bit for the damage. Oh, quad here. Somebody SC cancels the garbage, the lethal garbage, and get to clean garbage, sending quick down stack. Huge spike, but that's not a T-spin. Still taking his time. Loud sending and canceling from both players. They're taking their time. It's already 3 minutes. There's still no real threat. But somebody SC looks like he's fasting up a little bit. He's in danger now. He's on top of the board. He gets down once more. That is a bad drop. Looks like somebody SC is letting the game slice away from his hand. Probably right, grabbing it. 3-1, taking the lead. Variety right, stacking on top of the clean garbage. Really nice stacking. Somebody has already on top of his board, trying to clean it down for a little bit, but that is impossible. The pressure is too much. And variably right, another game, 4-1. Somebody I see is not playing here. He's rather bunker, waiting for the garbage to send, or he's just not playing. On the other side, variably right has already built the SCPC spin here. That is not a good build for variably right. He now has to clean it up. Very huge spike from somebody SC, but garbage is clean. But is it clean enough for somebody SC to down stack on it? And it is a variably right is now sending 3 quads, 4 quads, and still building up to send the 4th one. Keeping the back-to-back here. First thing early, somebody SC having already the T-spin and the quad lining up. There is no clutch for variably right. Somebody SC grab one more. They're stacking quite well. Somebody SE with a rather clean stack. Variably right has clean garbage instead. He's trying to do the ice spin. Can he do the ice spin on time? He cannot. And that will take us to another game. Both players going for the SDPC. Really fast here. Somebody SE is clearly faster. Stirs is too much for variably right. He's so high up on the board. Can he stop it? And he survives from this. He can, the down stack is there. He reaches his own clean garbage and a huge attack, and that's game for variably right. We have the winner for TAWS America 103. Very good game from somebody SC. Tries to get 4 games away from variably right. But in the end, it is the winner. A really good game. Very nice game from both players here. They played really well. Most matches really close with about 3 minutes. 3-minute rounds. No, it's really close. But the TAWS